Everybody, good morning. I am going to talk a little bit about routine and schedules and having multiple kids and kind of what keeps us going, what drives us, what keeps us from rolling off track. The first thing I can think of is just starting from the morning when I first wake up. Yes, I have a couple kiddos back here with me today, waiting for Daddy to come out of his appointment thing. And so the first thing I like to do when I get up, and usually the kids are the ones getting me up. I haven't quite gotten down the get up before your kids kind of thing because I'm still working part-time, and on my days that I get to sleep in, I just let the kids wake me up, and it's usually 7:30, 8 o'clock. So on those days, this kind of routine type thing is what I like to do. When I'm going to work, sometimes it looks a little different. When I'm not working on those days, then I'll get up and I'll make sure I put in a load of laundry, usually pull up the load that's already in the dryer from the night before, because laundry's kind of constantly going in our family of 7. And then when I'm down there, because my laundry's in the basement, and our deep freeze is also in the basement, so I usually go down. If we need anything for dinner that day, I'll look at the meal planning chalkboard thing, and I will grab that while I'm down there. Then I'll bring up the laundry, and at the kitchen table, I will make sure that the 2 little girls have their breakfast. They're usually the ones up first. So I'll make their breakfast and get them settled for a minute, and while I'm folding the laundry. We usually finish up around the same time. They're pretty quick with breakfast. Sometimes they'll continue snacking through school, but I'll go ahead and put away the laundry. My 5-year-old will usually help me put away the laundry. And then if there's any dishes that were not put away the night before, then my 5-year-old will help me put those away also, or at least the silverware, because that gets it off the counter if there's any silverware sitting there. Then we'll start school. Well, some of us will start school. I usually have some paper, construction paper, or some kind of a coloring book of some sort, activity book, that I can have my littlest one, she's almost 2, doing while my 5-year-old is doing kindergarten work. And so I'll sit down and do that. That doesn't take too long. Usually by the time we're wrapping up school, the big kids are starting to wake up. Sometimes we'll go back to some more school later in the day with my kindergartner. And so when my big kids get up, and of course they've got to do breakfast and everything, and so then my little ones want a snack by then. So that our kitchen's kind of constantly going also. I've been trying to do some things, put some ideas, some healthier snacks ideas on the chalkboard. Of course, I'm in the car again because I'm always in the car for these little chats. But on our basement door, we have chalkboard paint, and it has our meal planning calendar type thing for each month. So on a section of that, I try to write out some healthy snacks that I know that we have on hand, so that when they are bored, and whether I'm there or not, somebody can hand them a snack. Or it also helps my 5-year-old just kind of start reading and things like that, cheese, that way it's string cheese or cubed cheese or whatever kind of cheese we have that month. So or nuts, fruit, dried fruit, things like that. She's actually recognizing some of the words a little bit more because they're written up there. So then I will figure out what's for lunch. Sounds like a horrible thing, but I will figure out what's for lunch, pull that stuff out, go back down, switch the laundry, pull that up, and my two littlest ones will have a little bit of free time, free play. Sometimes they'll do puzzles, or sometimes they'll do a game. And then other than that, they'll, do their little blocks or Legos type things, or they'll just play with their baby dolls or other toys that are downstairs. So then I'll fold up that laundry. I usually get some help putting that away, whether it be one of my older girls. My oldest daughter is working a job at this point, so she's my only other one that's my only child that's working right now. And so I try not to necessarily count on her to help me put away things or whatever, but she still has her set up chores daily that she needs to do. So I usually call for my 15, almost 16-year-old daughter to help me put away laundry at that point. And then any dishes that are still out, then she'll have to put the rest of those away. In between doing school and getting her meals, she's also my celiac's daughter. She has celiac, so she cannot have any gluten, means no wheat. There's several different things that we try to stay away from. So she gets the gluten-free meals, or we just go ahead and do the naturally gluten-free meals for her. Any fruits, vegetables, meats. We just have to watch our breads and our gravies and that kind of thing. We don't put flour in soups if we're doing a soup that she's going to be eating.